everybody. Welcome to another episode of I've Had a Rosé. Let's talk about feelings, the show where me and a wonderful guest enjoy a beverage of their choice and talk about something that they are passionate about, and we see if it connects to their feelings in any way. Before I introduce today's lovely guest, let me take a moment to thank the Rosé Sluts. That's our fans over on Patreon who support the podcast. We're very grateful to them, and they get access to all kinds of bonus features over there. They get ad-free episodes, they get bonus episodes, all kinds of stuff. The original series of the show, you can go and listen to that, have a little binge, go on, why not? And the link to sign up is down below. Also, we are doing a live episode of I've Had a Rosé during the Edinburgh Fringe, which is a new festival that just started this year. We will be at Monkey Barrel Comedy on the 12th of August at 5:45 p.m. Producer Claire just winked at me, which means I did get it right. That is when the show is definitely happening. Tickets for that will be down below as well. That's all of the admin. Let's bloody get to our lovely guest today. It is the wonderful Olaf Falafel. Hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm very good. You did say not to do the introduction too professionally. Should I have fucked up something?
That sounded just too slick. I'm very much a ramshackle kind of guy.
Don't worry.
It will get ramshackler.
I'll make up for it at some point within the hour. Don't worry. Olaf, how are you? How are you doing? What's going on?
I mean, I'm doing all right. God, it's close to that new festival that you mentioned, Edinburgh Fringe. I'm really looking forward. So I'm going to the inaugural one as well.
The inaugural one, yeah. I hope it takes off. I really do.
It'd be great. I'd love to see these little initiatives that people start up, kind of really blossoming from
yeah.
And from small acorns. I'm sure it will go great.
I think it'll be a lovely opportunity for all of the people who do sort of like outdoor marketing. I really hope it's a win for them, you know?
Yeah, I get what you mean. I just want to see the little guys doing really well. But no, I'm in the process of putting some stuff together for my shows, plural, for that. And it's the stage. So for context for the listeners, this is being recorded. Am I allowed to pull back the wizard's curtain and let them know when this is? We're in June.
You can pull back the wizard's curtain. You can look up his sleeve. You can give him a little tickle along the nips.
It did sound quite rude, that, pulling back the wizard's curtain. Yeah, so I was pulling back the wizard's curtain. So it's June, and it's just kind of peak me paddling away furiously under the water level to get my stuff ready, and it's having anxiety dreams of stuff that I've forgotten. And I always, around about this time, I have dreams about me being in my venue and all of my props and jokes and things aren't there, and me just having to kind of tap dance naked in front of 100 people. And so I've had that a few times now, which is normally my signal to get working harder. Yeah. And of course, you can't tap dance naked in front of 100 people because that is somebody else's show, probably. That's probably is. Yeah, not on the Royal Mile. That's probably a late night 3 a.m. I want to say in the Hive or somewhere like that. Do you think? Yeah, probably. Yeah. I can smell that show. Yes. There's that faint smell of bleach. Oh, I wish it was bleach. And you said shows. You're working on multiple shows. Well, I do family comedy. I don't like to say kids show because I try and make it so the grown-ups enjoy it as much. And if you think it's a kids show, so I've got my own 2 kids, and they've been coming up to the festival from the age of 4 and 6. Yes. So I had to clarify what I've got my own 2 of. No, congratulations on being so fertile. And they've been coming up since they were 4 and 6, and so by the time this Edinburgh swings around, they'll be 15 and 17. So they for the last 3 or 4 years, they've been coming to see proper stand-up. Right. Who do they like? Who do they love last year? They loved Helen Bauer's show as one of their favourites. Oh, how could you not? How could you not love Helen? So they are both teenage girls, and so for the last 3 or 4 years, they've been coming to see mainly good, strong female role models. They loved Kate Norris. Even before, they loved Lauren Patterson. So yeah, but there was a kind of a for the first few Edinburghs, they would come up and we would have to sort of, I say watch, I'd have to torturously sit through, sometimes semi-hungover, stuff like Mog. And nothing against Mog, as we'll go on to find out. I love my sort of children's books.
What is Mog? Oh, Mog, right, yes, okay,
Mog,
yes.
the cat who was a children's book, but then has been to kind of rinse the parents, has been turned into a stage show.
Yeah.
And the stage show is like £24 a ticket for a family of 4. You're spending loads. And it's not that great. The kids loved it. Of course they did. It's Mog.
Sure.
Or the Cat in the Hat, or the Gruffalo, or whatever it happens to be. There's a whole raft of these kind of either a kids' TV show or a kids' book cash-in that the kids do love, and then the parents will kind of sit through.
Yes.
And then I just thought there's this kind of gap where they become sort of 10 and 12 or 8 and 10, and they don't want to sit through babyish stuff, but then they're not old enough to hear Helen Bauer talk about the things that she talks about. So there's this kind of hinterland where there wasn't really anything that satisfied that. So I know I satisfy that in-betweeners kind of thing with my family comedy show, because it's called My Stupidest Super Stupid Show, and it is very stupid, and there's lots of stuff in there that, like I say, the grown-ups will laugh at loads and the kids will kind of scratch their heads, and then there's stuff that the kids will like because it's stupid.
Is it that thing of like when you used to watch cartoons as a child and then when you rewatch them as an adult, you realise that the jokes were for the parents watching and you were very much there for like the bright colours, the silly noises, that kind of thing?
There is a lot of that. There are some things that I do that... So, man, how do I even get into this? So I've got kids. So any listeners or viewers who don't know who I am a comedian, but I'm also a children's author and illustrator. Yes. And I make my own books. And I've got a book that has literally been out 2 weeks, and it is called Dave, Don't Give Up. So I just went across the microphone. Dave, Don't Give Up.
How fortunate that you just had a copy of it right there.
It's amazing, isn't it? It's almost like I'm an expert marketer of my own stuff. But I like to kind of do something in my shows that ties into the books, because I sell the books afterwards. And I like to think that if the kids have kind of been introduced to the book, they're much more likely to want the book.
Yeah.
But Dave is a dung beetle who has to push poo up a hill every day. It's a metaphor for life. We all have our own ball of poo that we are pushing up that hill. We don't know why. But I want to do something stupid in my show that relates to dung beetles. So what I did, I started to imagine what dung beetles in the future would be like. They would have evolved to have more technological ways of strategically maneuvering poo from one place to the other. And it's just an excuse for me to get a child and dress him up stupid and get him to do something stupid. So I found these compressed air guns. I was cleaning, long story, won't cut it short. I was cleaning my 15-year-old's got one of those trendy hipster SLR cameras. She's very trendy, hipster, arty, and it got a bit of sand in it. So I needed to get some compressed air. And I went on Amazon, because that's where I go for compressed air. And I saw, you can actually get like a gun that is rechargeable that is just as powerful. So I thought, I'll buy one of those. Yeah. It's really kind of useful. I could go and grab it now and show you, but I won't. And then I started messing around with that and thinking, this could kind of become some kind of weird prop or something. And I found that I got these polystyrene balls that are quite big, and you can kind of levitate them on this gun. And I thought, well, if I painted that ball to look like dung, I could have a child pretending to be a dung beetle of the future, levitating dung.
Wow.
And so they've got a disco helmet on as well, because that's what dung beetles of the future will wear. And they kind of, an LED glasses. The LED glasses are twofold. One, to make them look more stupid, and secondly, as protection, because I get the other kids in the audience to throw ping pong balls at them, because I say that due to climate change, there'll be extremes in weather. There'll be hailstorms, and there'll also be lots of rings of fire, so fiery rings. So I've made these rings of fire that the child has to levitate the ball of dung through the rings of fire whilst being bombarded with hailstones.
I'm entertained already.
Just imagining it. Well, one of the kind of the jokes that to get back to, we were talking about the grown. So these rings of fire, they're basically, I've made them, crafted them out sort of felt and coat hangers into. And I get 3 adults up to sort of hold these rings of fire. They're almost like human obstacles. And as
I will let you continue. I just need to point out that producer Claire is off to the side and she can't stop giggling just because you said fiery rings.
Well, that is one of the jokes. I do ask the grown-up when the last time they had a fiery ring was.
And I'll tell you what, it's worked.
I kind of put my arm around them and say, was it a jalfrezi or something like that? And so there are sort of levels and things that you can say that the grown-ups will piss themselves at and the kids won't have any idea.
Yes.
But yeah, that's the level of stupidity. The kids are laughing because they're levitating a ball of poo. The grown-ups are laughing because they're holding fiery rings. Yeah. And I've also made the Dung Beetle of the Future national anthem that plays and serves as a 30-second timer that the kid has to get this thing through. And the Dung Beetle national anthem is just like, we float our poo through the fiery ring. Don't touch the ring because the ring will sting. It's just silly.
I'm there. I'm hooked.
So that's the kind of thing you can expect from my
that all sounds terrific. And also, can I just say a big shout out to cans of compressed air there. So, back in the days where I used to build my own PCs, can of compressed air did a world of good to circuitry.
Well, I feel what I'm going to do. I'm sorry, Sam. I'm going to break. Yeah, I'm going to, because it's literally over there. I'm attached to this with my headphones.
You go get it. Go on. And I'll just take this time to thank our sponsors. Compressed Air and WD-40. Is something too squeaky or you need to give something a good blow, but your lips are trapped? Get compressed air in a can.
Well, this isn't a can. This is one of the guns. It looks like something you might check your ears with.
I was going to say, that could tell the temperature of my lobes or something.
I'm going to do it directly to the microphone so you can gauge the... if I had hair, I could blow my... It's very powerful.
That's powerful. Is that connected to anything? Is it cordless?
No, it's cordless. So you charge it up, and because it's Edinburgh and I like to have 2 of everything, I've got 2.
It's become QVC all of a sudden, hasn't it?
It has.
Alex, can you edit in a QVC overlay, please?
We've only got 20 left. We've only got 20 left, guys.
And what's that? We're doing a price drop. Yeah.
Well, what will happen quite often with my comedy, because my grown-up comedy isn't that sensible either. There will be something that I do in my grown-up show and I think, well, just a little bit of a tweak, that will work really well at my kids' show, and vice versa. So I'm thinking, this is a lot of fun. And I did the Exeter Festival recently and I got the grown-ups to float the poo. And I thought, they loved that. I said, but I could make it funny for grown-ups. So what I've done... rather than having a ball of dung, I've concocted a really surreal, stupid story about the actor Jason Statham having as a child having a third testicle, and
but as a child, of course.
Well, I've realised there's a bit of a flaw, as you'll see in a second, because although it might not be, he had it removed because it would get in the way of a lot of his motorcycle stunts. And I've actually got the aforementioned testicle here, and it floats on the...
Yeah, that makes it look like an item I need to pick up in a video game. Like when I get to the end of the level, remember to pick up all of the Statham testicles.
All of Jason Statham's testicles. So we're going to levitate in my grown-up show. Hopefully, we're going to levitate Jason Statham's extra testicle through some fiery rings.
We will eventually get onto your drinking topic. But can I ask, is the line between what is good for your adults show versus your all of the family show, is that quite a fine line? It
is a very fine line. And there are some things where, so because my grown-up show is 12 plus, and my kids show, hold on, here comes the brag. My kids show has sold out the last 3 years. It's a tough life.
It's because of all the disposable income those children have.
Exactly. But I do get a lot of kids coming into my 12 plus show, and I don't mind because it's not. Of course, it's Jason Statham's extra testicle.
Yeah,
I don't mind them coming in as long as they know that there might be the odd thing that they will learn as a 10-year-old instead of a 12-year-old. I mean, it's a fine line, and I don't mind if the grown-up show has the odd 10-year-old in, as long as the parents are aware that we might broach upon some tricky subjects like Hollywood stuntmen removing surplus body parts.
You're going to have to deal with your kids asking why they don't have the expected number of testicles.
Exactly. So I will send the parents home having to answer a lot of serious questions.
With a little pamphlet.
Yes. There should be a little guide that goes with it.
Well, they sound like fascinating show. We, of course, we'll link to everything that you're doing in the podcast, and we'll touch on that at the end as well. Let's talk about your beverage. Now, you won't know this, but any regular listeners who maybe listened to the episode that's gone out just before this one, you might already know. It's going to be the other way around. Great. Continuity wise, we're doing an amazing job, but this will be fun for everyone to discover. So you look forward to next week. Week.
I'm intrigued as well now. Are you saying that my drink is actually also someone else's drink?
No, it's very much not. There was a slight mix-up, and we thought that your drink was somebody else's. So I very happily presented that drink to that person, and they said, "That looks lovely." Those are neither of the drinks that I chose, and that's fine. And I guess we as a family here at I've Had a Rosé, we'll just have to see how that plays out. We'll very much be sort of like at Inception, where you have to watch several different episodes to understand what happened today. But I'm just going to confirm, though, and I feel like a magician saying this, is this your drink?
This is my card, yes. We've got the same one as well. We've got the same flavour.
Well, it was banana specifically, and the shop that I got it from also had, I would say, sort of your classic Neapolitan flavours.
Yeah.
You got the chocolate, you've got the strawberry, you've got the vanilla.
Yeah.
And then there was also banana as well. And are you someone who likes the taste of artificial banana?
I do like the banana foam sweets. They've got that. I find that kind of not really a banana.
Yes, it's
flavor.
But I weirdly enjoy that, and I find a lot of people don't like a chemical banana taste, but I love it.
So are we cracking ours now?
We're cracking. We are cracking. I will say probably the first drink we've had on the pod where it's a ring pull situation.
Look at that.
Have I done this wrong? How have I? Does the whole lid come off?
No, I don't think so. Oh, certainly not on mine.
Have I done it wrong? Wait, hang on.
I think it's a two-handed job. I think you've got to hold it and really rip it. That's kind of why I did it, because it's quite manly and masculine. It's
sorry. Claire's going to open the can for me, but instead I tried to hand her the microphone as if to say, could you just do the rest of the episode?
Can you just do the rest of the podcast, please?
I wish there was a camera on Claire doing this with her nails. That was very impressive. Well done, babes. I'll take that. Thank you very much. Oh, now I see. Oh, it's very sort of like custody colour, isn't it?
It is, isn't it? You don't have to get through it all. How much was yours, by the way? Because I've got mine from a corner shop and it was $2.99, and I was like, what?
I think that's pretty much what this was as
standard?
Well. Yeah.
Wow.
Well, cheers to you.
Cheers. Bottoms up.
To healthy bones.
Calci yummy.
Now, I think I had a friend who, there's more to the story. It wasn't just that I think I have a friend. I had a friend who would drink these all of the time, and then they realised they were having all of these teeth issues. Their teeth were like turning brown, and it was because they were drinking this too much.
Ah.
I don't know if it was the banana one or if it was the vanilla one or if it was like a particular flavour, but their teeth were turning brown because they were drinking quite a lot of it.
Okay. Well, I'm hoping one can won't turn me into Captain Browntooth.
No.
Who is, funny enough, the star of my next children's book. No.
Yeah, the teeth aren't great, but we should respect his position in the military. He has done very well for himself. Are you now? Can I ask, what is the main reason for wanting to drink this? Is it health? Is it protein? Is it
the
flavour?
main reason is I've not actually drunk this since I was 16. Was it or
really?
17? Yeah. So it's a nostalgia thing.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to. That's why I was shocked at how much it cost as well, because I'm guessing the last time I drank it would have been 30 years ago.
Wow.
So this is the first time in 30 years that I've drunk this stuff.
Oh, that's what the one that you're having now?
Well, I've not kept this can for 30 years. No.
I mean, but I mean, it's the first one you've had in 30 years.
Yeah, it's the first time I have drunk Nourishment, And if Nourishment want to send me a case of these, then I'm rekindled with the flavour.
That is, wow. What
so
a
it's very
moment to capture.
nostalgic. It's very nostalgic. But the reason that, so when I was sort of 16, 17, I wasn't the big, tall, well, I was a skinny 17-year-old. And I, for some reason, got it in my head that this would bulk me up and make me into
right up. Yeah.
It didn't. And I remember it being quite sickly and sweet. And I'm getting that now. I'm thinking, am I going to be able to finish this can? But yes, it is quite sickly and sweet. But I always see it in your kind of your classic corner shops. And
yes.
And I it always makes me think, I remember when I used to have those because I thought it would make me not be a skinny, weedy 16-year-old. I'm 6'6" now, and I'm still quite skinny, to be honest with you, but I put it all down to Nourishment.
All down to Nourishment. You're really going for that brand deal. And I want that brand deal.
I want the Nourishment deal. It can pay for my Edinburgh accommodation, which I've heard, despite it being the first year, is excessively high.
The accommodation will unfortunately be a massive tin of Nourishment with a bed in it.
Somewhere on the meadows, there'll be a huge can of Nourishment that I can snuggle up into every night.
It is unfortunately also a circus venue. So... but that's so funny that you say that about being a 17-year-old, because I was very similar. You said you're 6'6". Yes, I was, but were you? So I'm 6'1" now, but when I was like 16, 17, I was still under 5 foot, and then I sort of very quickly shot up an extra foot and a bit.
Me too.
Yeah,
me too. I didn't reach full height until I was around sort of, I'd say 21. I would have thought. So I was quite
about the same.
And but I was always skinny. I was always quite skinny, and I don't want to say weedy, but yeah. And so I remember there being a friend of mine as well. So we didn't just drink these. There was a mate of mine who, when I went to sixth form, we would go to Boots, and they would have this this was long before the days of people doing like bodybuilder powders and whey. But Boots did some kind of, I can't remember what it was called. It was called something like food supplement, and it came in a big tub, and it was, God knows what it was. But we would have milkshakes and make that in, and think that would make us not so skinny as well.
Yeah,
I didn't want to be a muscle man, right? I just didn't want to be.
Just wanted to be. Yeah, no, I get it, because I had the same thing, and my friend was also sort of like a similar build to me. And I remember he once read on like a bodybuilding forum, because bodybuilding, the idea is you have to gain weight really quickly, so you have to consume lots and lots of calories. Just as long as you hit your calories for the day, that's all that matters. So someone told him that he should drink like a pint of double cream every day. Pint of double cream.
This probably isn't far off, because it on the front it says our unique creamy taste. It's not a pint, granted. It's only 370
it's not far off
mil.
A pint, I think.
It's probably not far off. Oh, it's 370 mil.
Yeah,
but it's very dense and creamy, and
very, very dense and creamy. Also, as we discovered with another guest, not suitable for pregnant women.
I wonder why that is. I wonder what it's got in it. That's I don't even want to go there.
No, neither do I. But no, I completely get just trying to anything that will. It's a body image thing, isn't it? It
was a weird kind of body image thing, and I've not had it since. But yeah, I just remember there was that certain time of life when I'd left school, and I was starting at sort of sixth form college, and I just didn't want to be a skinny little runt anymore. So I was drinking my cans of Nourishment like a good boy.
And it was like a lot of my friends were going like, "Oh, I'm getting so ripped because I'm doing 30 push-ups a day." It was that kind of thing. My thing to try and not be as skinny as I was. I don't know why I thought this was going to work. The Sainsbury's that was next to my uni halls when I first went to uni, they probably still sell them. It's like a tube of Belgian waffles, and there's like 5 of them in a thing. And if you ate the whole thing, it was like 1,000 calories or something. So I'd eat 1 pack of those every day.
Yeah. I remember having an absolute insatiable appetite, and I would just smash through packets of custard creams and digest any. I would go through biscuits and never put any weight on.
In my head, all of the bodybuilders, like I don't know, at like Mr. Olympia or whatever it's called, they're all just like going around doing the bench press and going like, have you been eating enough waffles today?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can sort of visualize that.
Yeah. Certain gyms in Belgium, maybe. But now, so if this is your first one that you've had in potentially 30 years, how's that nostalgia doing? Is it what you expected? Is it better? Is it worse?
I mean, it's interesting because like I say, I've not had it in 30 years, but it instantly, it came back to me. It is that fake banana-y taste. Yeah. It would have been the banana one that I wouldn't have touched any of the other flavors. It would have been the banana one at a stretch vanilla.
Yeah.
But,
yeah. But no, I think I look at something like this in a tin, and it's called Nourishment, not spelt correctly as far as I'm aware, and I assume that's a brand thing. And you just look at it, and I don't look at this and think this is going to be necessarily good for me. It's got some purpose to it in that it's got like a lot of protein or a lot of whatever in it, so that's probably why I'm drinking it. So when it comes to the flavor, I'm sort of like, don't toy with me and try and make it seem like it's a natural flavor. You can go big, you can go really fake, you can go really chemically, and I won't mind.
It's cartoon banana. It is cartoony banana flavor. It is kind of.
Yeah.
I'm trying to look for the sugar because I'm instantly getting a little bit of a
rush.
Yeah. I'm half a can down.
Is your diet usually quite low sugar?
Not really. If I'm being completely open and honest with you, Sam, just before we came on, I had a cup of coffee and I had a whole pack of party rings to myself.
Oh.
Because the shop that I bought my Nourishment from, it also had party rings at the till.
And you've got to.
And so that was a kind of, not a nostalgia thing, but more, I do like the texture of party rings because they've got the biscuit, which isn't really biscuit. It's kind of really fake biscuit. And the sugar on top kind of shards off and splinters a bit in your mouth and can dissolve in your mouth with a nice hot beverage. So, and they're just very much, because I think they're a lot smaller than they used to be. They're very much, you put one in and it's gone. So you put another one in and before you know it, there's three left and you think, well, I'm not going to put those three back in a cupboard. I may as well have them.
With the party rings, which male celebrity's testicle are you going to float through them?
That would have to be a very small one. I'm trying to think who would have Tom Cruise would probably have a very, his testicle could fit through the center of a party ring. Or I'm thinking it's either Tom Cruise or Nick Knowles, who did the sort of the SOS DIY type shows.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but
famously got very, very small rattlers.
I'm just imagining, just spitballing, just throwing it out there.
Leave a comment below. Which male celebrity do you think has the smallest testicles? And
when we mean small, we mean could fit through the center of a party ring.
Of a party ring. Yeah. Get to the corner shop, do your own research in the field if you must.
But I'm going for the Tom Cruise for the high-end celebrity and Nick Knowles for your kind of grubby UK celebrity.
Grubby UK celebrity. Dirty UK celeb. Fair enough. No, fair enough. And as far as I'm aware, only one of them is a Scientologist, I think.
I'd have to do my own research on that one. That's no, it's not the Scientologists who say that. It's conspiracy theorists.
Yeah.
Do your own research, man. I will be looking up. I'll be looking into Nick Knowles and the size of his testicles.
Please do.
I might have to go through a VPN first on my before I search for that.
That's what they were made for.
I don't want Virgin Media to ban my internet usage.
And they say, well, look, we don't have a problem with the testicle part, but if you're going to look at them, look at the big uns, please. Well, lovely. I have to say, I'm quite enjoying the can of Nourishment. It's a classic. I could quite happily finish that, and I probably will. But whilst we're downing this unique creamy tasting beverage, let's talk about your chosen topic, which you've sort of already touched on a little bit, and I guess it kind of makes sense given some aspects of your career, but your topic is children's books.
My topic is children's books, and it's not necessarily because I write them, but it's more from, again, it kind of links back to the old Nourishment. It's a nostalgic thing. It's
sure, of course, yeah.
Nostalgic from my childhood, but also I guess I've had a refreshed nostalgia because of my own kids. I then started reading children's books to them.
Yeah.
And now there are certain kids' books that I feel nostalgic towards because I used to read them with the girls when they were old enough, when they were still young enough to want me to read them a bedtime story. And so and it does link in, obviously, to my own children's books that I make and do. There are certain, I try and give them, if they've not got farts in them, they've got heartwarming moments in them. My books.
Right.
So, but yeah, I've actually got a few that I dug out because I knew I'd be coming on, a few that I loved, not my own ones, that I loved reading to my kids.
Oh, and okay, again,
linking back to body issues. One of them is called Mr. Big.
Oh, okay. Oh,
and he is a gorilla who is just really kind of, he's too big, and he kind of gets shunned because he's too big.
Oh.
And about 3/4 of the way through the book, he's a jazz pianist, and no one kind of wants to be his friend because he's too big, and he sits at home playing alone. And then one night, someone hears the music, and a letter comes through his door inviting him to be, dear mystery pianist, thank you for your beautiful music. Everyone's been listening to you for weeks, and we're all wondering one thing: who are you? We'd love to meet you. Me and a couple of the guys are playing tonight at the Blue Note. Please come and join our band. See you later, a friend. And then Mr. Big goes down to the jazz club and he starts playing, and all of his new friends are there. And now he's got his own big dressing room. And
I don't know if you're doing this on purpose, but it is like you are reading me a bedtime story now.
I
was actually just sort of like, I was going to adopt a supine position.
I want producer Claire. Is it Claire, producer?
Producer Claire is over here.
I want her to tuck you in a second.
Okay.
No, so that was one of my faves. that was one of my faves. And another one, again, we're getting body issues here. The smartest giant in town. And that was about a really scruffy giant. Oh, and it's got my daughter's names in the front here.
Oh, so I'm getting a little. With Mr. Big, the Mr. Big jazz man.
Yes.
Is he being shunned because he's big or because he likes jazz?
Well, he was.
I just want to be clear.
It's because he's big, or he thinks it's because he's big. Like when Mr. It doesn't actually specify, but you assume it's because he's big.
Because he's big.
It's when Mr. Big got on the bus, everyone else got off, and I don't know if you can see just to the side of him here. There's a little squished character who's looking a little bit fed up because. So yeah, you assume it's because he's big.
Yeah.
But it might be because he likes jazz, but. I love the little characters in there as well. There's a little monkey, and he's saying, "Hey man, that cat can play," and he's listening because no one knows. So in regular life, when he's out to the shops, and they kind of shun him, but when they don't know who it is and they can just hear his music, they really like him, which is quite shallow. It's like The Voice.
Yeah.
Sort of.
Is Tom Jones in the book as well?
Yes. No, not Tom Jones, but one of my favourite jokes. I'm going to butcher this now, and you kind of know the answer. It's What's orange and sounds like trombones? Tom Jones. There you go. That's one of my favourite kid jokes. There is a trumpet in here. I don't know if there's a trombone. But as another nice little twist, so I've been making children's books for 10 years, and like I say, I would have probably read this one to my kids when they were sort of 2, so 15 years ago. Mm. So the guy who wrote this, I don't know if you can see his name, Ed Veer. Mm-hmm. I now know Ed Veer. We're like, it was like a hero moment meeting him.
Oh.
So the book is published with Puffin, who have published a couple of my books, and I got invited to one of their they have a nice summer party every other year, and I got invited to this, and I got introduced to Ed Veer, and I was like, you wrote an illustrated Mr. Big. And he was like, very unassuming, kind of goes, oh yeah. I was like, oh, it's my favorite. He thought I was just blowing smoke, but it's genuinely my favorite.
Oh.
I read that to my daughter so many times.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I was proper fanboying. And if Ed's listening, I don't know if Ed listens to this podcast, but if he is, hi Ed.
Ed, if you're listening, please let us know in the comments below, and also tell us which celebrity you think has the smallest testicles. And then write a book about it.
Yeah, oh no, don't. That's my book.
Mr. Not So Big down there.
So yeah, it's an emotional thing for me.
Is it the fact that it's stories that you share with your own children as well?
Yeah, it's stories that I share with my own children. It's also stories that kind of I can connect with, because I'm quite big. I'm 6'6" and I have to duck through doors. I can kind of relate to Mr. Big. So I have picked a couple. The Smartest Giant in Town is another one. It's a Julia Donaldson one, so she doesn't need the plugs. She's just become a dame, I think, or something. She's just been.
Is she Gruffalo?
She's Gruffalo. It's one of her sort of lesser known ones. This one, so it's not your Stick Man. It's not your Gruffalo. It's not your her other big ones. Did she do
Gruffalo and then just like the next one? She just like, oh fuck it, it's a tortoise that does everyone's taxes or something.
See, that sounds good as well. Have you considered a career in sort of crap children's books that would actually sell quite well because they're...
I like that
ironically...
I like that you were making the suggestion, but then did remember to go, no, it is a crap book. I'm not suggesting you do a good one.
No, but I mean, The Tortoise Who Did Taxes could be a funny... inappropriate kids book that actually grown-ups would laugh at and find funny, I think.
And it just has like a pop-up Excel spreadsheet.
Yeah. And you open the center page and there is the auditor coming at you or something. Yeah. I think that could work. No, Julia Donaldson, she did the Gruffalo's Child, the Gruffalo's Auntie, the Gruffalo's Next Door Neighbor, the Gruffalo's Milkman, the Gruffalo. She milked the Gruffalo train.
Yeah,
is that I've mixed my metaphors there, but yeah,
no,
she's
milking the Gruffalo.
If you can milk the train, yeah, she
and enjoy the unique creamy taste.
Hold on. So yeah, that was another one. There were loads that I loved. There were loads that I loved reading, and I did enjoy quite a few. Julia Donaldson, she did have some good ones. Oh, she has got some good ones. Yeah, and I've not met her yet. I get invited to a lot of literary festivals, like Hay Festival, and I'm up at the. Oh, I don't know if you know the inaugural Edinburgh Comedy Festival. There's also an inaugural Edinburgh Literature Festival. Literature.
We're getting a lot of festivals. Yeah. Gosh, I hope they don't all happen at the same time.
Well, it is happening all at the same time. So I'll be up there doing one event at the Literature Festival, and I believe Julia Donaldson will probably be there. She's always there. I might have to go and ask her about the Smartest. She's always there, even though it's never happened before. Yeah, she's always there. I'll have to ask her about the Smartest Giant in Town, because that's one of my favourites. He's just a big old bloke, and he looks quite tatty, and he's got like patched up kind of clothes.
To be fair, he is big.
He is big.
Yeah.
But he noticed a new shop in town, and they made him not tatty, and they gave him like a new smart look makeover. It's like
he looks like he's just been to Zara.
He looks like he might become an accountant, but then he left all of his old clothes behind with these tiny little tailors and cobblers or whatever they're called.
The size of his shoes.
I bet he's not got a small test. And anyway, all along the way, basically, he meets these tiny little villagers, and they all have requirements for. So there's a goat whose boat hasn't got a sail, so he gives up his shirt so the goat can use it. And basically, it's like it's kind of like a very slow striptease. He's giving up his shoes there for a house, and there's a fox whose tent is knackered. So he gives him socks, and before you know it, he's almost naked. So he goes back and he gets his old clothes again, and everyone loves him and gives him a little thank you note and makes him a little crown just to say thank you for letting us have all of your decent clobber. And and then they give him a crown and they write him a little thank you note, and everyone's happy again. It's all quite nice.
So is this book what the app Vinted is based on? Because it is.
It's sounds... like it's an amalgamation between Queer Eye for an accountant.
Yeah.
You've got the striptease element, so you've kind of got a little bit of, I don't know, Chip and Dale type kind of Magic Mike.
Yeah.
And then, at the very end, you've got a bit of Vinted in there as well, because everyone's using his clothes for different purposes. So it predicted a lot of popular culture phenomenon in this book.
Did it now?
Yes. So I think Vinted is very much could do a Smartest Giant in Town cutesy Christmas advert, I think.
Yeah. Oh, it's yes, I was just going to say, it's giving a John Lewis Christmas ad.
John Lewis Christmas ad, yeah, definitely.
Oh, lovely. And are all of the books that you have to hand, are they all about someone massive?
Big characters. Huge. Yeah, no, they're not. No, they're not. They're not all. There were just two that I picked up that I distinctly remember, and I probably remember them more because the lead characters were big and I could relate.
Would your children also choose those as their favourite books, or were their tastes different?
I think they would choose Mr. Big. I think because they liked the kind. They did like the jazz kind of, and the way they speak is like Daddy-O and hey man, that's a really cool kind of in this weird sort of jazz.
Did you have to explain the concept of jazz to your children?
I can't remember whether we did. I think I just said, they're just playing musical instruments.
Just
you don't have to worry if it sounds like not proper music.
You're too young for the jazz talk.
Yeah.
We'll do that when you're older.
We'll save the jazz talk for later. No, I think they might pick Mr. Big. I don't know whether they'd pick The Smartest Giant in Town. I mean, there were loads of books that they love. He says, trying to think of what their favourites might be. I think their favourite would definitely be Now, Dave Don't Give Up, if they were
I've heard really good things about that one.
I've heard great things.
Really good things.
Also Blobfish, which is my...
one of the greats, actually. It's not like a rehash of like that Gruffalo shit.
Although I might pitch Blobfish's Child or Blobfish's Auntie. But in a nice and again another nice kind of circular moment. One of the books that my kids like was The Queen's Knickers.
Love that.
The Queen's Knickers.
Before even knowing what it's about, The Queen's Knickers.
I mean, she's got knickers for every occasion.
Oh, okay. Sorry, hang on. Some of those are a little bit
sexy.
A little bit sexy.
State funerals. The black one is for state funerals. We've got foreign. So there you go. It's quite funny, isn't it? I liked it as well. And it's just lots of knickers in there. It is a very funny book. But the guy... it's just very funny.
It makes me think, for all of the funerals I've been to, was I wearing black pants?
As a mark of respect.
Was I supposed to?
She's got some parachute knickers just in case.
Well, that's when she's doing the Olympics, obviously.
Exactly.
I mean, in my head, I've just assumed this is obviously Queen Elizabeth II, but...
I think it is. I don't know when. It was written quite a while ago. I'd like to know when. Hold on. You can sometimes tell at the front. 1993... Oh, no, 1998. 1988. Sorry.
That's Liz. That's our Liz.
Yeah, that's definitely Liz. Yeah. 1988. It was first published in 88, I think. But anyway, the guy, so in another nice sort of circular moment, me talking about meeting Ed. So the guy who created this book, and I believe it's gone on to sell like hundreds and hundreds of thousands of copies.
As it deserves to.
Is called Nicholas Allen. And I did meet Nicholas Allen. Name drop that no one will care about because no one knows who Nicholas Allen is. But he, as a very kind of, what's the word when you do something good for other people? Like benevolent, in a very benevolent move. He started up his own children's book prize called the Queen's Knickers Prize. And it was for funny picture books. And Blobfish only went and bloody won it. So Blobfish is
would you
the winner.
It?
is the winner of the 2022 Queen's Knickers Award, and you get a lovely little golden Queen's Knickers badge.
Oh, that's
and
stunning.
£5 as well. I like the £5 just as much
I
as
would
the
be excited
badge.
by one of those prizes more than the other, for sure. Also, I've never heard the word benevolent used before when it's not come before the word dictator.
I mean, I don't know whether Nicholas Allen has taken charge of a Central American country. He might well have done. He might well be like a benevolent dictator in Guatemala or somewhere like that. I don't know.
New
but
book,
he does
the Queen's Cryptocurrency National Reserve.
But yeah, he did. He started his own award, and he does it every year for a funny children's book. So there you go. And I got to meet him. He is very tiny. He's a very tiny man.
Is he a small man?
I'm not going to talk about his testicles. Definitely not going to talk about his testicles.
Small man. He's not having a book written about him anytime soon.
No. He's not giant, definitely. And there is a funny comedy picture of me getting my Queen's Knickers certificate next to him, and he really does fit underneath my elbow. He's down. He is jockey level.
I was just going to say, would do well on a horse.
He would do well on a horse. He's that high. He's tiny.
Tiny.
Yeah, there we go.
Well, there we go. Listen, I feel like we could talk about children's books for quite some time, but unfortunately, we're getting near to the end. I know. We're getting near to the end of the episode, so we've got our final segment that we simply must do with you. And it is called Quick Fire Feelings. So I have 5 random things. Yeah, you neck a bit of that nourishment. You're going to need to think pretty quick here. It's called Quickfire Feelings, and I've got 5 random things here, and I just want to know, how do these things make you feel? You can say as little or as much as you'd like to, just off the dome, how do you feel about these things? Are you ready?
I'm ready.
He's ready. All right. How do you feel about dark chocolate?
I like it, but not as much as creamy milk chocolate or white chocolate.
That unique, milky, creamy, milky chocolate.
Sorry, I thought we were talking about nourishment again. Yeah.
How do you feel about yachts?
Yachts. I have literally no feelings about yachts apart from the way they're spelt. YACHT.
What's that about? You think?
What's happened there? I don't know. Yacht.
What's that CH doing?
Yeah, it should just be YOT. Yacht.
Yeah.
I got a yacht. I got a yacht.
Got yacht. Lovely. A lovely marketing campaign there. Got yacht.
Yeah. Got yacht.
Got yacht. Oh, love that.
But that's all I feel about them.
How do you feel about a pink wafer biscuit?
Ooh. Not a biscuit.
Interesting, because it's predominantly wafer.
It doesn't count for me. If anything, I find that they infect, when they're in a tin with other biscuits, they infect the other biscuits with their pink dust.
Oh, hello.
Do you know what I mean? They kind of, if they get bashed about a bit, they kind of float, and then you have to brush off your chocolate digestive, and you're like,
we don't talk about the cross-contamination that just happens in the biscuit tin.
No, and I think I don't mind. I will obviously eat pink wafers, but I just feel like there's something else. There's something lacking there.
Okay, all right. How do you feel about the Giant's Causeway?
I just feel he needs to go to a doctor and get it checked out, because it could be a symptom of something far bigger.
Well, he's just moved to town and everyone's taken his clothes.
Everyone's taken his clothes, and we can all well, now since his nightgown has been taken, we can all see his causeway. It's in, especially when he bends down to untie his laces to give his shoe to a homeless fox. Oh, your causeway showing.
Finally, how do you feel about Wordle?
Yeah.
Is that indifferent or?
It's indifferent. I do like word games and puzzles and that kind of stuff, but I got bored of it pretty quick.
Fair enough.
I got bored of it pretty quickly. I was like, nah.
A sign of the times.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean, and there's all sorts of spin-offs, and people are doing their own doodles, whether it's...
Doodles, yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. There's a Worldle, where it's like places on the...
Yeah.
There should be a curdle. Curdle would be a good one for identifying different milks or cheeses or something.
Yeah.
Just from a very close-up picture of, is that Wensleydale or is that Stilton? You've got like a little kind of 4x4 pixel of some cheese or some yogurt or was that a Greek-style yogurt? Oh, no, it's it's halloumi. Unlucky.
It's halloumi, unlucky.
That could be curdle.
You've ruined your streak. There is a Jeff Goldblumel.
Oh, is there?
And it's 90% of the time the answer is Jeff Goldblum. And then the other 10% of the time it's just a different, however many letters long word that is. 11? I think 12.
It's 12 because Jeff's got two F's.
Goldblum. Yes.
Jeff. Yeah. Well, there you go. I might have to. I'll check that out, and I'll play on that for a day and just get bored of it. But yeah, Wordle, I was okay with it, and then got bored.
Fair enough. There's enough Erdles. Well, that brings us to the end of Quickfire Feelings and the end of the episode. Olaf, have you had a nice time with us today?
I have. Am I okay to plug my shows, my Edinburgh shows?
You're never going to guess what I was just about to ask you.
Oh, you're going to ask me?
You're going to bloody love this. Do you want to do a cheeky plug?
Yes. So I'm doing, as I mentioned, I'm doing two shows. I'm doing my kids show where I'll be levitating dung, and my grown-up show where I'll be levitating Jason Statham's excess body parts. And the kids show is going to be at the Counting House Ballroom.
Delightful.
I don't know if you've ever been there, Sam. It's a lovely 150-seater.
I've been in that room.
It's very nice. It's a free Fringe venue that you. The best compliment is because people have a preconceived idea what the free Fringe venues are like. This, you go in there and you're like, "Oh, this is nice." I got a lovely photo. It's got like,
there are chairs.
There's a floor, there's a ceiling. It's wonderful. No, there's ornate light fittings. There's a dome on the ceiling. You've got lovely curtains, and
it is a lovely old room.
It's plush. If I could just describe it in one word, it's plush. And then, so that is going to be at 11:30 every day.
Okay.
Do come along. Do get your ticket. You can get, despite being on the free Fringe, you can actually pre-book tickets to that one. I advise families who want to come.
I'd recommend book early. Book early.
Book early because that one has sold out. The other one is free Fringe in the most traditional sense, in that you turn up, you queue up. If you don't get there early, you might not get in. It's at the Pear Tree, which is sort of next doorish to the Counting House, and that is at 2:30 to 3:30 in the afternoon. Nice little afternoon slot where I like to think people aren't too drunk. Although this is Scotland, so you never know. You can't rule anything out.
I say that time of day, you're perfectly fine.
Yeah. But people are normally on their second or third drink at that sort of time.
Can be, yeah.
I find my orders, they tend to be either on their first, second or third. They're no more than that unless they are absolute hardcore. And then that is going to be at 2:30 at the Pear Tree, and that's another lovely venue. It's another lovely venue. It seats about 100. Like I said, at the weekends you have to get there early because we do, unfortunately, because there's no tickets to reserve, you queue up and we do turn people away. But if you want to be a bit more leisurely about it, come on a Tuesday or a Thursday or a Wednesday. They tend to be a bit more.
And I understand that you do get guaranteed entry if you can prove you have the smallest testicles known to man.
But there will be someone on the door with a party ring as a gauge. Yeah. If you can pass through the eye of a party ring, you get in guaranteed. And you can choose whatever seat you want in the whole of the room. Yeah.
Good for them. And they deserve that, honestly. Well, we will link all of that in the description of the episode, and we highly recommend that you go get tickets to those shows.
And where will you be, Sam? I want to know that. I genuinely want to know so I can come and say hi.
Thank you so much for asking. I am just doing a cheeky little whip this year from the 4th to the 8th here at Monkey Barrel Comedy. It will be in Cabvol, and it will be on every day at noon, I think. I think it's 12:05 or
So I'm going to be doing my blooming kids show, so I won't be able to come along and see it. I'm sure I'll bump into you.
It's called Drop Zone 3, please, Ben, and we'll just have a little laugh. And also we'll be doing an episode of this live on the 12th as well, also at Monkey Barrel Comedy. So we'll be around. We'll be doing bits and pieces.
I'm sure I will see you. It's a small old place.
It's a small old place where there is only one place to get Princess Diana commemorative mugs. That's the thing that sort of characterises the Royal Mile. We all know this. Fine cashmeres as well. So yes, we will link everything below. Go see all of that. And I believe we've done all of the plugs, haven't we? We've done all of the plugs. Sorry, Claire's miming something to me and we have to finish the episode so I can work out what it is.
It's been an absolute pleasure, Sam.
Hasn't it just been a delight?
It's been wonderful. I've really enjoyed our testicle children's book chat.
Me too, actually. And I think we should get in the writer's room and put some novels together. I really do. Hey, listen to everyone listening and watching. Thank you so much for tuning in. And we'll see you again next week. Hey, you look after those testes, okay? Goodbye. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.